it knocks you back for 6. You know, there's no doubt about it. There's no way of putting it any other way.
When I first seen her, it was a shock, obviously.
The other people in the room were embarrassed. They were, they kind of went, ooh,
We didn't know anything about the surgery involved or the care, the complications, so it was really the unknown that was the difficult part.
One of the first things that he did, Mr. Davison, the obstetrician, is he just leaned over and just gave me a kiss and said, you've got a beautiful baby girl.
My name is Emma Firth. I love music, so I listen to it, and I play the violin as well.
My name is Sam Hall. I was born in the car. I'm going to call this after the car first, but...
My name's Johnny Herbert. Apparently I'm overconfident. I sort of thought I was shy.
My name is Jenny Lister. I like to draw. I've drawn ever since I was little. I don't know what else to expand upon with that.
I like reading and writing. That's what I'm really passionate about.
I am Vanessa. I like shopping, shoe shopping mainly.
My name is Simon. Well, I have a Cleft palate. Lip cut.
My name's Danielle Green-Blair. I like to read and watch telly.
My name is Lucy. Do you have to say anything else after that?
I was born with a unilateral cleft lip and palate. I think some parents, when they first see their kid with cleft and palate, might be quite shocked, because if you don't know anything about it, it's quite different. I was looking at photos with my mum earlier, and at the start I've got this basically hole in my face, which looks sort of strange, and then by a year later you can barely tell, and it's just lovely.
I was born with a very minor cleft lip on the right side of my face. I think that's right. When I was first born, my mum did blame herself until they found out what it was. She just thought it was something that she'd caused, like, well, she'd done something wrong while she was pregnant with me. She just thought it was one of those things, like, you know how they say smoking affects babies and drinking. So, well, she didn't smoke, she didn't drink, and she said, well, what have I done that affected the baby? I've always asked, why isn't there many baby pictures? And it was because my mum and dad, well, like, I think my mum more than my dad, didn't want pictures of that side of my face, because, I don't know, she just, it upset her.
I don't think there was a point when my parents explained it to me, like sat me down and told me. It wasn't like that. I think they probably just explained to me repeatedly from the start and went into more detail as I got older and things.
I was really confused when I was younger, and yeah, I was just asking general questions like, why did it happen to me? You know, when you get really self-conscious of why was it me and what can I do about it to change it?
The thing that made me realise that I have got one is go to the hospital. You go to the hospital and then they're always like, how's your mouth, and checking on your teeth and stuff like that. That's what made me know that I have got a cleft lip and palate. Because all the time I have to go to the hospital and it's always about like my mouth and that.
I know when I was 3 months old, the operation for my mum and dad was really difficult because I handed over a little baby in the hospital must have been really hard for them.
The first surgery she had, she was 8 weeks old. She had her lip repaired. I got to this stage, me personally, where I didn't want her to have it. She was my baby the way she was, and I didn't want her to go through it, but obviously she had to, for her.
The one when he was 3 months, we were terrified. Didn't know what to expect, didn't know how long it was going to take to recover, and it's hard. I don't know how to describe it. We just sat totally terrified, staring at the clock, expecting the worst at any moment. You've got to do it, and you've got to accept it. It is a very, very hard time, but it is in the child's best interest.
At a certain point, around about sort of 10, 11, 12, it becomes important to consider what the young person themselves want. And it's their face, it's their life, it's important to them, and you have to do things that fit the individual.
Suddenly you find yourself with this responsibility to make decisions, and that's quite hard. It's quite different to what you're used to, where you've got operations that you're expected to have. My doctor has been with me since birth, and she was there like when I was born, and has looked after me until very recently. And she's been with my parents as well, and helped them through a lot.
If I had any problems, she would answer them for me and that. And we got to like talk, and like stuff you wouldn't want to ask your parents, you got to talk to them about. It's like if you had any problems, like what people have called you, you talk to them about it if you wanted to. I think I never really got bullied on mine. It was like 1 or 2 in primary school. But a lot of people at school, they're like, what is it? And I don't understand, and how did you get it?
Was it like an accident? Like, have you fallen or something? Or were you born with it, and how does it happen?
I try and explain to them what it is, but they don't understand. So I'm trying to tell them in an easier way to say it.
People have said the odd comment, like if a couple of people have said Scarface before. Someone said Lippy for a while. And some people do gestures, like do stuff like that.
Because you've got something on your lip, it sort of labels you as something inferior to other people.
Children are really quite stupid in some ways, and they just called you like a freak and stuff because they didn't know it was normal. If you just ignore them and just get on with it and don't show them that you're bothered, then you'll be fine.
I went through a phase, I'm not really sure why, but I went through a phase of explaining a little bit when I first met some people. Like, I remember in primary school I had a pen pal, and when I first met her I sort of told her straight away because I presumed that she'd be wanting to know, and she was like, oh, why are you telling me this?
I think my friends are starting to understand more about it and why I've had it and all the surgery that I've had and going to clinics and stuff.
My university friends, one of them got, when you get really close to my face you can tell them they were asking me about it, and I'll just explain it and they're like, oh, alright.
That's when you realise, well, I've left them now, there's no one, I didn't get bullied once at college.
Now I'm older, I'm fine with it, and I'm proud of who I am.
It's really great to see sort of babies who you've operated on grow and become young adults and start to make independent decisions.
The children, they get there, they do achieve what they want to, and they do get on with their lives.
Well, forefront of my mind at the moment is trying to get into med school.
I'm going to be a car designer.
Work in the music business.
I'd like to go into animation films like DreamWorks or Pixar, things like that.
I'd like to be a midwife.
So that's my goal, and to make a difference.
The difference between you and me?
Nothing.
Just a scar and maybe some bad memories, but that's it.
I think the difference between you and me is whatever we make of it. I don't think it has to be fixed. I think it can change over time.
I've got a cleft lip and palate, and that's about it, yeah.